Foxx was just a little boy named Eric Marlin Bishop, born on December 13th, 1967, in the tiny town of Terrell, Texas. If you've never heard of Terrell, don't worry, most people hadn't either. It was one of those places where everyone knew everyone, and gossip traveled faster than Wi-Fi. Eric's life started with a twist, worthy of a movie script. His parents split soon after he was born, and his maternal grandparents, Mark and Esther Talley, took him in. They weren't just kind. They were church people. The kind who prayed before meals, after meals, and sometimes during meals, if the food wasn't great. Esther ran the house with the discipline of a general and the warmth of a gospel choir. Jamie would later say that his grandmother didn't play games, unless it was the piano, which she made sure he practiced until his fingers nearly rebelled. But little Eric wasn't complaining. He was a prodigy. By the age of 5, he was already playing piano for the local Baptist church, his tiny feet barely reaching the pedals. The congregation loved him, not only because he was talented, but because he always found a way to make them laugh. If the preacher's sermon got too long, Eric would sneak in a funny face from the piano bench, earning a few stifled giggles from the choir. At Terrell High School, Eric was that kid who did everything: sports, music, jokes, even the occasional prank that landed him in minor trouble. He was a quarterback on the football team, a top student, and somehow still found time to be the guy who made the class burst out laughing in the middle of serious lessons. His teachers couldn't stay mad at him for long, especially when he'd imitate them perfectly. 5 minutes later, Mr. Bishop, one of his teachers, once said, "You'll either end up in prison or on television." Jamie grinned. Guess I'll see which one has better lighting. When he wasn't cracking jokes, Eric was soaking in music. His grandmother's strict church training gave him a foundation in classical piano, but his soul belonged to Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and Prince. He'd play love songs for girls at school. Usually their boyfriends didn't appreciate it, but the girls sure did. His natural charm and humor became his trademark. Everyone in Terrell knew that Eric Bishop was going places. They just didn't know how far. After high school, Eric headed to United States International University in San Diego on a music scholarship. He studied classical piano, dreaming of one day performing on grand stages, though not necessarily wearing a tuxedo. But between music theory and Beethoven sonatas, Eric found something else that electrified him even more: making people laugh. One night, his friends dared him to get on stage at a local open mic comedy night. "Come on, man," they said. "You're the funniest guy we know." Eric hesitated. Comedy wasn't part of his major, but the dare was too tempting. He walked on stage, heart pounding, and started telling jokes about his strict grandma, Texas life, and the difference between black church and white church, a theme that would later become one of his classics. The crowd went wild. He walked off the stage that night hooked. But there was one small problem. Comedy clubs in the late 1980s were tough places. The lineup was long, the hosts were biased, and most comedians were men. He noticed that female comedians often got called up first. So Eric, always the clever one, came up with a plan. He started signing up under the name Jamie Foxx. Why Jamie? Because it sounded unisex. And Foxx, because it sounded cool. "It's got that D-list pimp energy," he once joked. And just like that, Jamie Foxx was born. Not in a hospital, but on a crumpled sign-up sheet at a California comedy club. Jamie's early comedy sets were raw, but electric. He mimicked celebrities, played characters, and used his music to elevate his act, something few comedians could do. He'd end a set with a soulful piano riff, blending laughter and melody until the crowd didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Soon, the name Jamie Foxx started making waves in LA clubs. People would come just to see that guy who plays piano and talks talks like Mike Tyson. In 1991, Jamie got the call that changed everything. The hit sketch show, In Living Color. The same show that launched Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, and Jennifer Lopez wanted him on board. When Jamie showed up to audition, he didn't just walk in, he owned the room. He brought with him a bundle of characters, impressions, and that infectious Texas confidence. Within minutes, the producers were laughing so hard they almost forgot they were supposed to be judging him. His wild characters, like Wanda, the overconfident but hilarious woman with a unique charm, became instant fan favorites. Wanda wasn't just funny, she was unforgettable. Every line, every exaggerated face, every "I'm ready for my close-up, baby" became part of comedy history. Jamie was no longer the kid from Terrell. He was Jamie Foxx, the rising star of Hollywood comedy. Yet even with fame creeping in, Jamie stayed grounded. He never forgot the small-town church boy who loved music. Between shoots, he'd still play piano, still sing, still dream of a career that wasn't just about laughs, but about everything he could do. By the mid-1990s, Jamie Foxx was riding high on the success of In Living Color. He had money, fame, and a growing fan base that quoted his jokes at every barbershop in America. But deep down, he wasn't satisfied. Making people laugh was fun. Like really fun. But Jamie had bigger dreams simmering beneath the surface. He wanted to sing. He'd tell friends, "I didn't spend my whole childhood getting smacked by my grandma for missing piano practice, just to tell jokes about it." So, in 1994, Jamie dropped his debut album, Peep This. It was smooth, soulful, and surprisingly good, except, well, nobody was really listening. The album barely made a dent on the charts, but Jamie didn't let that stop him. "All right," he thought, "if they won't take me seriously as a singer, I'll sneak the music in through the back door." And that's exactly what he did. While most comedians were chasing sitcoms, Jamie created The Jamie Foxx Show, 1996-2001, where he played a wannabe musician working at a hotel. It was the perfect setup. He could make people laugh and sneak in a few songs. The show became a hit on the WB network and turned Jamie into a household name. Behind the scenes, though, Jamie was hustling. He was writing songs, collaborating with musicians, and slowly building connections in the world of R&B and hip-hop. He threw legendary house parties at his mansion in Tarzana, California, parties that became the place to be if you were anybody in the music industry. When Kanye West was just starting out, Jamie invited him over. Kanye, wearing a backpack and a face full of ambition, asked Jamie to sing a hook for a track he was working on. Jamie shrugged. "Sure, kid, let's do it. That song, Slow Jams." It hit #1 on the charts. Jamie suddenly realized, wait a minute, maybe this singing thing does work better when you have Kanye West on speed dial. While the music world was finally opening up, Hollywood was calling louder than ever. Jamie had already played smaller movie roles. The charming cab driver in Held Up, the soldier in Any Given Sunday. But now he wanted something meaty, something that would make people stop laughing for a second and say, "Damn, he can really act." Enter Michael Mann's Collateral. 2004. Jamie played Max, a timid taxi driver who ends up driving Tom Cruise, a hitman, around Los Angeles for one chaotic night. It was dark, tense, and totally unlike anything he'd done before. Critics were stunned. Jamie wasn't just funny anymore. He was phenomenal. He earned his first Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, but that was just the warm-up act. Later that same year, he starred in Ray, playing the one and only Ray Charles. It wasn't just a role, it was destiny. Remember those long years of piano lessons from Grandma Esther? Turns out, they were rehearsal. Jamie completely transformed into Ray Charles. Learning to play blindfolded, mimicking every movement, every laugh, every note. When the movie premiered, audiences didn't see Jamie Foxx anymore. They saw Ray Charles reborn. When awards season rolled around, there wasn't even a contest. In 2005, Jamie Foxx won the Academy Award for Best Actor, becoming only the third African-American man in history to do so. He stood on that Oscar stage, teary-eyed, holding the golden statue, and said, "My grandmother's up there, talking to me right now, telling me to stand straight." It was one of Hollywood's great full-circle moments. The church kid from Texas, who once played piano for Sunday school, now stood at the very top of the entertainment world. And he still had jokes. "I guess this means I don't have to pay for dinner tonight," he quipped backstage. Success didn't slow him down. If anything, it lit a fire under him. Jamie followed Ray with another musical win, Gold Digger with Kanye West. That smooth, "She Take My Money" intro. Pure Jamie. The song won a Grammy Award. And suddenly Jamie was not just an actor who sang. He was a singer with an Oscar. He released his second album, Unpredictable, in 2005. And this time, the world was ready. It went double platinum, featuring hits like Unpredictable with Ludacris and DJ Play a Love Song. Jamie Foxx had officially done the impossible, conquering both Hollywood and the Billboard charts. When interviewers asked him how he pulled it off, he'd grin and say, "I just never turned down the volume on any part of me." His home became a mix of recording studio, comedy club, and church revival all rolled into one. He'd host jam sessions with Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Dr. Dre, and sometimes even Stevie Wonder. Imagine walking into a party and seeing all those people singing, while Jamie cracked jokes in between piano solos. That wasn't a dream. That was a Tuesday at Jamie's house. As the years rolled on, Jamie kept pushing boundaries. He starred in Dreamgirls, 2006, alongside Beyoncé, The Soloist, 2009, with Robert Downey Jr., and then, in a turn nobody saw coming, became a gunslinging, revenge-driven slave turned hero in Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained, 2012. When Tarantino first pitched the role, Jamie asked, "So, I get to shoot racists and wear cool hats?" Tarantino nodded. Jamie replied, "I'm in." Django was raw, brutal, and unforgettable, and Jamie carried it with swagger and soul. It proved again that he could jump from music to comedy to action to drama without missing a beat. And just when people thought they had him figured out, he'd drop a new song, appear in a sketch, or crack a joke that went viral. Jamie Foxx had become the modern definition of limitless talent. By the mid-2010s, Jamie Foxx was living the dream, or as he liked to put it, living several dreams at once. He had Grammys on his shelf, an Oscar on the mantle, and a film career that had spanned from Ray to Django, to Baby Driver, to Spider-Man, No Way Home. He could play a villain, a hero, a musician, a cowboy, and still make you laugh in the same breath. Hollywood didn't just love him, it needed him. But success never meant slowing down. Jamie was the kind of guy who'd finish filming a blockbuster, then head straight to the studio to record music, then wake up early to take his daughter to school. He wasn't just an entertainer. He was a father first, and a proud one at that. Jamie often joked, "I've got 2 daughters. One's a college graduate, and the other's a genius who already thinks she's my manager. Basically, I'm living with 2 CEOs. His eldest daughter, Corinne Foxx, followed in his footsteps, modeling, acting, and even co-hosting his game show, Beat Shazam. The two had an electric chemistry on screen, full of genuine warmth and teasing energy. Jamie once said, "Working with your daughter is amazing until she starts correcting you on camera." But while the cameras captured his brightest smiles, off-screen, life was throwing some heavy punches. The Unexpected Storm. April 2023. News broke that Jamie Foxx had been hospitalized due to a serious medical complication. The world froze. For weeks, fans, friends, and fellow stars flooded social media with prayers and tributes. Nobody knew exactly what had happened, only that it was bad. Jamie, the man known for his boundless energy, infectious laughter, and magnetic presence, had suddenly gone silent. While tabloids speculated wildly, his family stayed tight-lipped. Behind closed doors, they were focused on one thing: keeping him alive, and Jamie fought. For months, he battled through the darkness, working to regain strength, movement, and speech. There were days of doubt, nights of pain, and mornings where even sitting up felt like climbing a mountain. But if there's one thing Jamie Foxx has never done, it's quit. He once said, "You can't keep a good man down, not if he's got a piano nearby." When he finally reappeared publicly, fans were stunned. He was thinner, softer spoken, but that mischievous spark was still there. He smiled into the camera and said, "I went to hell and back, my friends. But I didn't stay. God said, 'Boy, you've still got jokes to tell.'" It was the kind of comeback only Jamie could deliver. Dramatic, heartfelt, and funny enough to make people cry and laugh at once. The man behind the smile. After his recovery, Jamie's outlook on life deepened. He began talking more about gratitude, faith, and the people who never left his side. "When you're lying in a hospital bed," he said, "you realize who your real crew is. Spoiler alert, it ain't the ones who only text when your movie drops." He credited his family, especially Corinne, for holding him up when he couldn't stand. And he didn't shy away from humor, even in reflection. "When I woke up, my first thought was, wait, who cut my hair?" The truth was, Jamie's survival became its own kind of miracle. Doctors called it remarkable. Fans called it divine. Jamie called it a second chance. And like any artist given another shot, he was determined to make it count. Back to the stage. And the soul, once recovered, Jamie returned to what he does best: entertaining. He began performing again, not just movies or TV, but intimate live shows where he'd tell stories, sing, and make audiences howl with laughter. At one concert, he sat behind the piano and said, "You know, they told me I might not play again. So if this sounds bad tonight, it's still a miracle." Then he launched into Georgia on My Mind, the same song that won him an Oscar nearly 20 years earlier. The crowd wept, then roared. It wasn't just music, it was resurrection. Jamie Foxx was back. Today, Jamie Foxx stands as one of the rare artists who have done it all, and done it well. Comedian, actor, singer, pianist, producer, game show host, and, above all, survivor. His life reads like a script no one could have written better, full of humor, heartbreak, hustle, and grace. From that small Texas town to Oscar night, from comedy clubs to hospital rooms, Jamie's journey is a testament to resilience wrapped in rhythm. He's a man who can perform a flawless Ray Charles impersonation, drop an R&B track, make a Marvel movie, and still joke about how his grandma used to yell, "Boy, don't touch that piano with dirty hands." In an industry obsessed with image, Jamie's greatest talent has always been authenticity. He laughs loud, loves hard, and lives like every day might be a comeback. As he once told an interviewer, "I'm not here just to entertain. I'm here to remind people that you can come from anywhere, Terrell, Texas, Mars, wherever, and still shine. And if you fall down, stand back up. Just make sure you're funny while doing it." Epilogue. Still Jamie. These days, Jamie Foxx enjoys life at a slightly slower pace, but only slightly. He spends more time with family, records new music, and occasionally posts hilarious videos, reminding fans he's still the same old Jamie, mischievous, soulful, and unstoppable. He's even joked about writing a book called How Not to Die, and still look fine doing it. If anyone could pull that off, it's him. Because Jamie Foxx isn't just a performer. He's a storyteller, a survivor, and a man who turned every trial into a punchline, and every punchline into art. And if you ever doubt his spirit, just remember his favorite line: I've seen heaven, I've seen hell, but either way, I'm bringing my piano.